Hey, TikTok tubies and Instagram peeps, it's Psychic Bob. Well, it is so good to be back with all of you. Well, I know some of you are going to say, Psychic Bob, you're in a different place. Where are you? Well, I popped down here today to see Mom and to help her with some stuff. So, anyways, I've been traveling today, and that's why I didn't get out a video earlier. But Psychic Bob's here, ensconced safely, and glad to be back with you. Well, today is Monday, and that means Astrology Monday. And that means we're going to talk about what's going on in the stars. So let's jump right into it, shall we? All right. So this forecast is for the time period of Monday, September the 27th, through Sunday, October the 3rd, 2021. So the 27th of November through the 3rd of October, 2021, Monday through Sunday. Well, what's going on? You know, this week we're starting off with some beautiful energy. We've got our sun right now in Libra. Oh, I love Libra. It's, you know, that's the sign of friendship. It's communication, openness, good energy. We've got our moon in Gemini, which is also an air sign. We've got double air signs. This means there's a lot of energy for talking, communication, and flirtation too. Geminis tend to flirt a bit, you know. So there's definitely a lot of energy right now for communication, flirtation, and especially business discussions. That's right. Because the other things we got going, well, let me just kind of break this down. We've got our sun conjunct Mars. That's happening all week. I'm going to explain that in a minute. We've got our sun trine Saturn, which is a powerful aspect. Saturn, I call Saturn the brakes of the zodiac. So the sun trine Saturn means, you know, slow things down. You don't have to rush. Everything's coming into fruition, but slow things down. And we've got Mercury Trine Jupiter, which we had last week as well. And Mercury Trine Jupiter is all about communications, financial blessing, getting things going in money-wise, business-wise, prosperity, talks about that, all of that. And I'll tell you, this Mercury Trine Jupiter aspect is very powerful, and it's going to be even more powerful this week because our sun is conjunct Mars. What does that mean? Well, conjunction is when two planets on the chart, when they're moving through the houses of the chart, they look like they're like 8 to 10 degrees apart. They're very close, and that means they influence and stimulate each other. So our sun is conjunct Mars every day this week, all 7 days. And that's the major factor of this week. The sun conjunct Mars means that you're going to start to feel inspired and ambitious. Now, you're still feeling that energy from last week of the sun, or excuse me, Mercury trine Jupiter. Now it's going to step up a little bit because the sun conjunct Mars makes you feel restless. People who are under this influence of this planetary transit can't sit still. You might find that at your work, you know, for those of you who work at corporate jobs, you might find that you go to meetings and people are rushing through the meetings, or you're feeling a little antsy, or yourself feel like you got to get up and pace around the room. That sun conjunct Mars makes you not want to sit still. It's about getting things going, getting into the flow of things. And it's actually a very powerful sign because it stimulates inspiration. If you've been thinking about, you know, doing some major life changes, maybe you want to do a move, maybe you want to apply for a new job, maybe you want to explore a new relationship. Well, that sun conjunct Mars says, follow that inspiration and just go for it. You know, you may find that during this time of transit this week with sun conjunct Mars, you may find yourself doing things or saying things that are even a little out of character. The reason is that this conjunction sometimes makes people act a little impulsively. They might say things that they normally wouldn't say, you know, whereas a proper gentleman might walk into a room and say, oh, might I have a little bit of lunch with you? The sun conjunct Mars says, I'm here, let's eat. You see how that energy is different? So it makes people a little ambitious, a little go-getter, and sometimes even a little, I hate to say, a little rude. So this week, be very careful. Check your words. Mercury trine Jupiter means money discussions are still ongoing. So don't let that sun conjunct Mars make you act rude and ruin a good business deal, okay? Luckily, with our sun in Libra and our moon in Gemini this week, that's going to smooth things over. So we really have this week a very strong power aspect for power communications, high-powered discussions, getting businesses going, moving forward on careers, you know, buying houses, big things, long-term success issues. all of that is really highlighted. Now, as I said, our sun is trine Saturn, which I said is the breaks in the zodiac. So what that means is, there is some energy working to keep you from getting out of control. So luckily, we've got a very strong pattern of energy this week of open communications, people feeling gregarious, feeling generous of heart and kind, as well as wanting to move forward. And the good thing is, for those of you working on business deals, trying to close a deal, maybe buy a company or buy a house or a car, this means that both parties are under that influence. So you're going to want to move the deal forward. They're going to want to move the deal forward. So it's really, I'd say, all 7 days this week. It's power business aspect week. So anything you want to do business-wise, you really got it. Now, I would say also in terms of relationship, there's a lot of power for moving forward in relationships. However, again, check thyself, because you might be so ambitious or pushy that you come across pushy, and you don't want that. You don't want to be pushy. So let the spirit guide you. Try to keep an idea of that Saturn energy to keep you in check. And remember that Mercury Trine Jupiter is your blessing. So you can move forward this week in a major way in financial success, in long-term business success, in long-term partnership success. All of that's highlighted, as well as short-term, not just long-term, but short-term too. But this is a week to get things going. If you've been saying for the last 5 years, I really should get out of this job and get on to another job and move my career forward, this week. Don't wait. Start those resumes. Start the interviews. Don't wait. You got power working for you. Take advantage of it, okay? Well, guys, I just wanted to come here and bring that insight to you. I'm going to keep this video a little short because I was very tired and I have more work to do. This is a very busy week, but I love it. Listen, if you've been waiting to hear from me, I am getting back to people who have purchased readings and have been calling to schedule readings. I have a little bit of a backlog, but I promise you I will get to you this next few days. Okay, so Psychic Bob has not forgotten you. For those of you who are new here, I am a full-time professional psychic, and you can get on my schedule by visiting my website. Right, the link's below there, PsychicBob.com. Also in the info box, the link. And I would love to do a reading for you. Private reading. It's a full hour, you and me, one-on-one. To learn more about my private readings, pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com, and you can purchase readings there and read about my work and learn what I do. So I would love to connect with all of you. Thank you for being here. So like I always say every week, if you're at a time of struggle, at a time of crisis, please don't give in to panic. Just pause, look to the stars, because the zodiac wheel is literally above us, spinning all the time. And what that means is that with the spinning of the zodiac, each day brings new alliances, new power, and new blessings. So keep faith, hope, and love in your heart, and look to the stars, and you are sure to get through. Also, guys, real quick before I forget, be here tomorrow on Tuesday at 12 o'clock noon Eastern U.S. time. It's 12 noon Eastern, 11 Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, 9 a.m. Pacific, for a live stream event. We're going to do a live stream messages from the spirit world. I will be taking your questions live and doing live psychic readings. I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to last night's show. We had a great time. We did a live stream event here on YouTube, and it's in the queue right before this one. So I would love to have you guys out here and visit with us tomorrow and get your psychic questions answered. If you've been thinking, I'd like to just ask Psychic Bob a little something, come out to tomorrow's show. For those of you in Europe, it'll be 5 p.m. London time, 6 p.m. Paris time. But for those of you in the United States, it's 12 noon Eastern U.S. time, and whatever time zone you're in. Well, guys, listen, Psychic Bob loves you. We'll see you back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. And I love you. Thank you. So keep your feet on the ground, keep looking to the stars, and let that zodiac wheel spin, and you will be blessed. We'll see you tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. I love you guys. Go visit my website. Blessed be.